We're going to start with Liverpool beat Rangers by 7-1 last night. I've got something to say. I know you've got something to say, both from different angles.
I'm going to let you go first.
Okay, do you want me to go first? Okay,
Yeah.
Lots of people, obviously Liverpool fans, getting very excited about Liverpool beating Rangers by 7-1. Back to our best, Salah scoring 3, etc. Right? Now, here's the thing, right? Firstly, beating Rangers by 7-1, for my money, doesn't mean anything for two reasons. One, right? You can win by a ridiculous amount of goals, and it doesn't mean you're back to your best. We've already seen it with Liverpool this season. They beat Bournemouth 9-0. They lost in their next out into Manchester United. Yeah. Right? So because I'm not comparing Rangers and Bournemouth, but because Liverpool have scored 7 past Rangers, there's not one part of me that thinks the game at the weekend against City will be any different based on the back of that. Okay?
Yeah, you think Liverpool are going to get smashed, don't you? Weekend.
I think they'll lose. I don't know what smash will be, but this result, because some people go, oh, we're back to our best and so on. This result means nothing to me. They beat a Rangers side that this season drew with Hibernian 2-2, and the week before Hibernian lost to Livingston. So they're beating a Rangers side that I know people say I don't want to talk about the gulf between English sides and Scottish sides because it's all down to money. We know that, right? And they shouldn't and they can't compete with the money down to. I get that. But all I'm saying is they haven't beaten one of the kings of Europe here. They've just beaten Rangers, who some people question whether or not they would do it in the Championship, let alone the Premier League, right? Okay?
Yep.
And then on the back of that, everyone's talking about Mohamed Salah's hat-trick, which he did ridiculously quick. He did, right? But here's the thing, right? And I know there's going to be people out there that will have a pop at me for this, and probably some that agree with me. His first goal was a cross. He looks up.
He does. It's not a cross.
Hold on, let me finish. He flicks it with the outside of his boot. It hits the goalkeeper's hand and goes in. His second goal, the goalkeeper was to blame. Where the goalkeeper was, I do not know, but he sort of flicked it. Good bit of control to keep the ball. Flicked it, yeah. And the third one as well. What's the golden rule if you're a defender? Mohamed Salah's coming out. What's the golden rule?
Show him down the line.
Don't let him onto his left peg. Right? His left peg's a wand. We know that. Great goal, bomb. But him scoring a hat-trick doesn't say, oh, he's back, Liverpool back. It just goes, okay, Rangers were awful. Right. And there've been massive upsets before in the Champions League. We've seen Spurs lose 7-2 against Bayern Munich. We've seen United beat Rome. We've seen Barca smash PSG 6-1. Barca lose 8-2 against Bayern Munich. So there are results like this in this competition that don't mean one team is going to go all the way and win it.
So first of all, the Salah hat-trick, still a really good hat-trick. And yeah, the goalkeeper, poor on the second one. But the first one, we've seen him do that finish so many different times.
He looks up for the cross.
No, he didn't.
I think it's Jota's coming in from the far post.
He knows.
Looks up.
Yeah, to see if there's a better option.
Passes it, hits the goalkeeper's hand and goes in.
Which there wasn't. There wasn't a better option, so he put it in the net. Really good finish.
He didn't. It hit the goalkeeper's hand and went in.
Yeah, it's still a good finish, regardless whether the keeper gets a hand in it or not.
It's debatable whether or not it's a cross.
Nah, it's a good finish.
He looks up for Jota.
Good finish. Second one, keeper should do well. The last one,
should do better.
The golden rule is don't let him inside. But we've seen some of the greatest players on the planet who are left-footed. You say show them down the line, show them on their right foot, and you can't stop it. You can even overcompensate by standing on their left side so they can't cut inside. They'll shift their body. You take one step to the other side and they go back inside again. So, I mean, it was a great hat-trick. For Rangers, yeah, they were really poor last night. But when you look at the fact of how bad Liverpool have been of late, it gives them a starting point because now there's confidence. Salah's just got a hat-trick, so you'd expect him to go on a little goal run. And it doesn't really matter because I've seen strikers in situations where they're having a bit of a goal drought, they're playing the FA Cup or the League Cup, they get a lesser opposition, score a goal, and it gets them going again because of their foot hitting the back of the net again. Salah, that will do wonders for him getting that hat-trick.
Well, it should do. But this game means nothing to me unless I see that performance against Man City.
Because if they only win...
But I've seen it already. They beat Bournemouth 9-0 and lost to Man United.
Yeah, but even if they draw that game last night or win 1 or 2-0, people go, But the fact that they'd absolutely dismantled, and this a poor Rangers side, it was terrible.
A team that may not even get out of the Championship.
I get that, but still, they can only beat who's in front of them.
Of course.
They've not only beat them who's in front of them, they've absolutely dismantled them. So, listen, they weren't the greatest side. I thought they were poor, but I just think that they did what they needed to do. First half was a bit touch and go, but in the end of the day, beating a team 7-1 in the Champions League is not to be laughed at.
No, it's not at all. But also, at the same time, it's not a result where you go, okay, our season's going to turn.
7, of course it is. Whenever you score 7,
no, it's not. I'll tell you what.
Whenever you score 7, whenever you score 7 in any professional game, let alone the Champions League, however poor they are, 7s don't come around that often.
No, they don't. But what my point is that I've seen the Liverpool I know lost 3-2 to Arsenal. They drew 3-3 with Brighton. They got smashed 4-1 against Napoli. They drew 0-0 against Everton. That's the Liverpool that I've seen so far this season.
Not
7-1 against the Rangers side that were I don't want to say embarrassing, that's unfair.
But everyone's got to start somewhere. Liverpool up to this point haven't been...
You can't watch the game last night and go, we're back.
maybe look back, but you start to go, okay, maybe there's people have been talking about dissent. Maybe Jurgen Klopp looked a bit rattled. Some of the players, are they still playing for him? But I think that showed last night. However poor the performance was from Rangers, they stepped out there with a point to prove. They were ruthless, and they actually destroyed them.
No. I learned nothing from that game last night. We'll learn from the weekend where Liverpool are. If Liverpool lose against Man City the weekend 3-0.
Ajax beat Rangers 4. Right?
Yeah.
Liverpool 7. There's a big difference between 4 and 7. Napoli beat Liverpool.
Not a big difference.
Napoli at the same stadium beat Rangers 3-0.
You're playing a team that drew 2-2 with Hibernian.
What I'm saying is, Napoli went to Rangers Ibrox, which is a tough place to go, and beat them 3.
Right.
Liverpool gave them 7.
Yeah, okay, fine.
And people think Napoli are going to win it.
I don't think you can compare the two.
Well, you can, because they both gone to Ibrox.
Okay,
one's giving them 3, one's giving 7.
If Liverpool lose by 3 goals at the weekend, will you agree with me and look back at this result and go, you were right, it meant nothing?
No, because Manchester City are, for me, the best team on the planet. So they could beat anyone by 3.
You want to talk just quickly about Bobby Firmino as well?
Yeah, good. Listen, what a performance, what a season he's having at the minute. Probably his good 8th year at Anfield, playing really, really well. But it shows you again how important he is, for me, to this Liverpool team. Underrated, overshadowed when Salah and Mane were there? I think Liverpool fans know exactly how rated he is. They absolutely love him. Yeah. But I think when you look at other teams and they look, where can you replace? Certainly when Mane was there and Salah, who's the one who you could probably change for someone better? It was always Bobby Firmino, but for me, he's been fantastic since he's been at Liverpool. And to me, he's got to be fans' favourite, surely. He's been so incredibly loyal, and I think he's top drawer. Okay.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.